And we're live. Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of MMA and Coffee. On this episode, we'll be doing predictions for UFC Fight Night, Swanson versus Lobov. And this is our first live stream episode. Depending on how this goes, what we might start doing is right after UFC events, we'll do a recap the same night, instead of posting videos and doing all the editing, which would take 2 days. We kind of want to do videos while everyone's still talking about the fights. All right, so without further ado, here we go. So the first fight we want to talk about is Dotson versus Wanlin. What do you think is going to happen?
I forget about Dotson moving up to bantamweight.
Right.
He's way faster than Wanlin. He hits harder. I don't see Wanlin don't usually wrestle people, does he?
No, he stands with people. Yeah. So
it should be pretty good because he's got a size advantage, but other than that, Dotson's better, I think.
Right. This should be a fun stand-up fight. Wanlin does get hit. He is a little chinny. He has been finished. So far, Dotson hasn't been finished. He has a good chin. I wouldn't be surprised if Dotson wins TKO. Catches him the beginning. Either that or, it could go back and forth and it'd be a decision. In my opinion, I thought Dotson won his last fight against Lineker. But
I thought he won.
The fight could be similar to that, but Lineker has an iron chin, whereas Eddie doesn't. So I don't know if he can eat Dotson's punches.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm going to go with Dotson.
Me too. I'm going with Dotson. Finish.
What round?
Second.
I'm going to go first. All right. So next fight, we want to talk about Al Aquinta versus Diego Sanchez. It's been kind of a minute since Aquinta's
long time
fought.
He went into real estate for a while because he couldn't get a fight, couldn't get what they were wanting to pay him, like $10,000 or something like that. It wasn't even, he couldn't afford to fight, so
right.
He finally got his contract fixed up. He's an exciting fighter, but he's been gone a long time. He's probably going to have ring rust, so it might be more even.
Right. See, normally I would have said Aquinta, but Diego actually looked completely different in his last fight. And the fight before that, he got finished by Lozon, but his last fight, he actually looked like a completely reinvented fighter. To me, for this fight, it just depends on what Diego shows up.
Lionheart. He's the Lionheart now.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, it just depends on what Diego shows up, in my opinion. I think, like you said, Aquinta, he might have some ring rust, but for the most part, he's well-rounded. He grew up wrestling. His boxing's really good from Longo.
It might be kind of like the Melendez fight. He's kind of similar to Melendez. He might just kind of pick him apart on the feet.
Yeah, some of this might just depend on if he can finish Diego. Diego just has so much miles on him, and it's like I said, a lot of it depends on
He's durable though. You got to catch him early.
It depends on if he can take the shots. If he can, then this might go to like a decision. Should be back and forth. Should be a really good fight. So who do you think's gonna win?
I'm picking Al Aquinta.
Yeah, I mean most likely.
I think he'll find a way to. Even though it might be a little more even, he's still a lot better and younger than Diego.
I think he could win a decision. I think he has the skills and the tools to pick Diego apart and win a decision with the fight mostly going on the feet. All right, so the main event.
That's what you call it.
It's pretty interesting that Artem's got a fight this big. I was just thinking about how he's main event for UFC Fight Night, and last weekend was UFC Fight Night with Mighty Mouse.
Yeah.
So
like
does that seem like the same?
He's
like
not a main
so,
event. Maybe if
this is no disrespect to him. If anything, though, it tells me how the UFC is not promoting Mighty Mouse. Like, let's be honest. Like, they're not really promoting him like they should.
They're not promoting him at all.
I mean, the fact that we got like Swanson, he's been around, but Artem's fairly new to the UFC, and he's main eventing on the same type of free fight event as Mighty Mouse, which is insane to me. So, but I love that card. That card was a great card last weekend.
I think it'll be a good fight, but it's kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's kind of random.
With Cub coming off a win over top
Super
10
Boy,
and Artem. He's had one win in UFC. That's it, and 2 losses.
You know what? I say all this stuff, but I would not be surprised if Artem catches him.
It's not that he can't.
It's not that he
doesn't deserve to be in there.
It's just he's new to the UFC.
It's just the main event, and it's kind of like he's not on the same. He hasn't worked his way up.
Right.
It's not that he can't hang with Cub.
Yeah, it's not that I don't think that he can't beat him or doesn't deserve to be in the cage with him. I'm just comparing this event to other similar events and saying how there is definitely some inconsistency with it.
Yeah. If he wins, it'll be a
with
big
that
deal.
With that said, though, I will say this: Swanson just came off of Fight of the Year type of fight against the Korean Superboy, and he took a lot of shots. He got dropped several times. He showed he had a good chin, but in that fight, he took a lot of damage. I would not be surprised if Artem caught him. Wouldn't be surprised if he caught him. With that said, though, I do believe Swanson has a huge experience advantage over Artem, and he should win as long as he doesn't get caught.
I agree.
Like, as long as he don't get caught early, I think he should be able to beat Artem.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's what we thought about the fights. What'd you think? Let us know in the comments below. Like, dislike. Also, let us know how you like the live videos. Is this something you'd like to see us do more often? I definitely do like the idea of doing the live videos, just because when we're recording, I have to do a lot of editing that's very time consuming. Whereas this, we can do it really fast, really quick, and get to you, especially like right after fights. We can just go up live and talk about them. So, see you next time.
Peace.